After breaking grounds with the successful release of a previous single, Marble Eyes, singer and songwriter Ananya is back with another single titled Shy Boy. On this track that explains outgrowing a relationship one hoped would last, Ananya teamed up with Toronto-based music producer and international award-winning songwriter Rich Pilkington. Well, the Zimbabwean-born songstress is joining me now via Skype to tell us more about this new offering, as well as how her journey in the music industry has been like. Ananya, very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Morning. Thank you so much for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. Before we get into your new project, let's talk about Marble Eyes and how well it did on both the Zimbabwean and the South African music landscape.
When I think about it, it's almost like it's not real. And there's nothing more encouraging and motivating than knowing that the place that you grew up and the places that you visited as a child when your passion for music was just forming supports you like no one else. So it's always so close to me, and I'm always remembering and appreciating everyone's support. Thank you.
And we just got a glimpse of that hit song just a few seconds ago. But how would you describe your sound? Like, how would you define your genre?
So I think it's definitely pop, but it's almost sad pop music. I think the lyrics are more meaningful. They're inspired, I think, from sadder experiences, and then they're teamed up with upbeat, catchy instrumentals, and I love the contradiction of the two. So,
Shy Boy, what's it about?
So Shy Boy is about facing a harsh reality, I think, that one didn't see coming, and through expressing, I think, the pain or the wound that you went through, you look within and you find the strength, and as an outcome you feel self-confident in doing so. And I think the video is really, really significant in the meaning of this song, because there's a scene where I'm in the bedroom with all my girlfriends, and I'm acting like, very sad and upset and confused, and my friends are, helping me through it and helping me realize, okay, we're gonna get through this, and we're gonna find out how to be strong together. So it's, really important, that scene, I think.
Yeah, and the lyrics for this track, Ananya, have been described as relatable. So, do you want to unpack for us what the message you aim to spread through this song is?
Of course. So I think one of my favorite parts of the song is when I say this is a game, and that's just kind of this whole. Again, it's facing a reality that you didn't want to and you didn't see coming, and in your mind the whole time you're saying, okay, we're done, because you didn't have my back, and I'm moving on from this, and this is a game, so I'm not your type and you're not my type, and we're moving on from this type of. It's a bit, it's almost as if you don't have time for it anymore. You've faced the feeling and you've accepted the feeling, as difficult as it was, and you're deciding that you've moved on from that.
Yeah, and I did mention that this track sort of explains, outgrowing a relationship one hoped would last. To what extent or how far does that track go in terms of describing that?
I think it can go in any extent. I think it's any feeling or any relationship that you realize is not benefiting you and is not helping you or encouraging you as a person and your growth. And I think when you just realize that, you're contributing so much into something and you're not getting anything back, you realize that we're over that.
Yeah. And I've also mentioned that you've worked with Rich Pilkington on Shy Boy. Do tell us more about that and how he came on board.
So I actually have never met Rich. We just communicated on the internet, especially due to this whole virus. Isn't it crazy what we can do because of the internet? And so, it was a lot of back and forth. I think we were both very clear in the direction of the song, and it was such a great experience working with Rich. It put everything to life.
And you say that you believe that fashion influences your music. How so? And tell us more about it.
Well, I'm actually studying fashion design. I'm in my final year at uni in New York City. And I feel very, very lucky to be passionate about two things that come hand in hand. I think fashion creates an incredible visual. It's easy to hear a song and a voice and and understand maybe the meaning and, you know, relate to the words. But when you see, like in this image, for example, you see such a bold outfit, and it's kind of, you know, creating an image and a look, and it's great. I think
yeah. Go on.
in fashion, I think that music definitely does come first, and it's kind of the music that's motivating my style, I think, in everything that I do.
Yeah, and most people know you from your first single, After Taste, that you actually produced on your own. Just take us through how your journey has been like since that song up until now.
So it's actually almost 1 year since I released that song. It's been great. To be honest with you, I'm so new to the music industry that I don't know enough about it to speak. But so far it's been, you know, so exciting and so motivating. It's been scary at times. I think having enough confidence to put out something that is so close to you and so personal is always, you know, it's intimidating, I think. And just accepting that vulnerability and that you're putting something that's yours out, it doesn't feel like yours anymore. So I think that's probably the scariest thing that I've faced so far, and it's still something that I'm overcoming, but it's great. I have a single coming out on the 23rd of October, so that's next.
All right. All the best, Ananya. Great chatting to you, and continue producing hit after hit.
Oh, thank you.
All right, great stuff. Cheers. Well, that is Zimbabwean singer, songwriter and fashion student Ananya, and we've been speaking about her journey in the music industry as well as her latest single titled Shy Boy. It is 19 after 8.